Closing this book, ending this hook. Album 2 is over, amalgam 2 is spawned. Let's look beyond these tales and see how I got here in scale. All started by listening to rap, NWA produced by Dre slapped, Induced the rise of Eminem, Pendulum spun and I was shocked by the simplicity, yet rocked by how much the song banged. The authenticity of the lyrics touched my spirit every time I hear it. Feel the vibration shaking the foundation of my house. I digested the culture for 2 years, ingested any fragment of fear. I had all the power when I listened hours stagnant in my headphones, listened to Jay-Z's crazy songs, Kanye's, Dre's, hex, even Beyonce's 2023 album with Kendrick. Made me eccentric when I listened to The Chronic. In 2001, the electronic noise of Yeezus, grievous nature of relapse, feeling I had the world in my grasp when listening to 50. This can go on forever. Now you guys know my inspirations, the sparks to my endeavors. Closing this book, ending this hook. Album 2 is over, amalgam 2 is spawned. Let's look beyond these tales and see how I got here in scale. Closing this book, ending this hook. Album 2 is over, amalgam 2 is spawned. Let's look beyond these tales and see how I got here in scale. The year is 2023, I knew I liked these rap beats, so I wanted to create heat myself. Add the simplicity of Dre, yet the glorious melodies of Ye. A beautiful blend of appended noises, a symphony, skillfully creating the best songs the world's ever heard. Word by word, everyone will sing along to the new rap king of producing, then reducing my opponents component by component. So I downloaded a free DAW, LMMS, not FL, because that was expensive. Oh, and beat making is as complicated as chess. Extensive parts spanning years of experience. All 120 beats later, I'm still learning, churning templates in my mind, unwinding blank slates, bringing them to fruition, and incision my ideas. Some were great, but by the late 60s of my beats, I wanted to spit heat, so see you to verse 3 on my rapping spree. Closing this book, ending this hook. Album 2 is over, amalgam 2 is spawned. Let's look beyond these tales and see how I got here in scale. Closing this book, ending this hook. Album 2 is over, amalgam 2 is spawned. Let's look beyond these tales and see how I got here in scale. Late 2024, I decided to rap. Just as it happens, I'm a decent writer, but can't end on claps or snares, so I used my beats where I knew I could admit defeat. One's lacking the elements of claps or snares. Beat 27 is what I chose, and I rose to my microphone without any hype. Spit the most monotone rap, wipe that away. Origin of the one it was called, so I stole my releases and started a rap bowl. Any rap that doesn't please us get halted, locked and rocked away, never will see the light of day. Then I record rap 2, E-Top's Mania, but with a different approach. Coached by the king of hype in the club, I was a grub, a maggot, then I broke that shy habit. I had energy, synergy with the beat, a new beat to my rapping career. Then sheer luck happened, it spawned my inception to deception. Closing this book, ending this hook. Album 2 is over, amalgam 2 is spawned. Let's look beyond these tales and see how I got here in scale. Closing this book, ending this hook. Album 2 is over, amalgam 2 is spawned. Let's look beyond these tales and see how I got here in scale. Verse 4, commence a diss war. I dissed my friend Avi at no ends. It was my best rap lyrically and critically acclaimed. Thus I rose to fame, named myself the god, because when I rap I leave everyone awed. Spawned by my first amalgam with this concept, an onset of disses, including the forbidden ones. Written with hate, they're now the late great tracks, locked in the bowl, as well as cemented over with asphalt. Suicidal Idol, Whore Next Door, Fortnite Fiend will never intervene in my career. I persevered from these 3 failed tracks, released filler tracks, people reacted well, so I'm here to still tell my stories. Categories of sins and wins towards evil. Also to mend upheaval. This aftermath we created, inflated from my sad emotions as I claim my shame. As I walk the path of fame, more singles were spawned. Mingle and tingle, my jingle get funky. The 5th ever rap created, Jonas Ho. Its special effect it had on me made it an architect to the exact project, the Bible, a revival of my inner creativity that I killed for maturity. The purity versus professional security. I was skeptical about creating the spectacle. Fitting it in with the norm creates that warm feeling, but I thought outside that box, detox my old personality, the true reality. Here we are now, and with a bow, the Bible is over. Closing this book, ending this hook. Album 2 is over, amalgam 2 is spawned. Let's look beyond these tales and see how I got here in scale. Closing this book, ending this hook. Album 2 is over, amalgam 2 is spawned. Let's look beyond these tales and see how I got here in scale. I just want to thank you guys for listening to my second album, The Bible. Thank you all for listening. I am God Alex Gilbert, and listen on, my disciples. New singles coming out soon.